by the candidates for McLean County Clerk. Both candidates have had ethics complaints filed against them in this campaign. According to FOIA's, Kathy Michael allegedly used her work computers for political activities, and Nikita Richards allegedly visited sites aligned with Democratic Party interests and allegedly did online shopping at work. Would both candidates please explain those circumstances? And we'll start with Kathy Michael.
Well, I think this is new territory for all of us, certainly for me, and I think we have to wait and see what the next steps are. I'm very confident that I didn't do anything wrong, and I think it's just the nature of the climate that we live in right now. I've never seen anything quite like it. But I feel very confident. But again, we have a process, and that's the law, and that's what we have to do, and let's do it.
And Nikita.
Thank you, Charlie. I welcome scrutiny, and the allegations towards me are absolutely not true. They are based on misconceptions of my job responsibilities as an employment coordinator with the City of Bloomington. If you're not aware, recruitment involves shopping and purchasing promotional items. In addition, the most recent FOIA requests were issued with a very clear disclaimer that read, "Websites never visited by user also appear on this report due to certain advertising and secondary links being embedded in a visited website. Not all websites listed were visited by user." But I do believe that voters and taxpayers deserve to, or have the right to be concerned, especially when you and I paid $654 to retrieve data off of a county-owned laptop that Kathy Michael damaged. This is negligent and fiscally irresponsible on behalf of the clerk. We pay her salary, yet recent reports prove that my opponent's only spending 11% of her time doing the job for which we paid her for. The other 89% is spent researching me and attempting to advance her political career on your dime. The allegations against Kathy Michael were found to have merit. In fact, the McLean County Government Ethics Commission completed their investigation and turned the matter over to the state's attorney's office for an active legal investigation for what doesn't look promising for my opponent. Things don't look so promising, but as I mentioned, I am focused on voter engagement and serving this great community as your next McLean County Clerk.
May I?
Your turn.
None of those figures are correct for the 11%, the 89%, and when we have an opportunity to explore those 4,785 lines on the spreadsheet, you will understand that, and it will be proven. Just remember that everything you read on social media and in print isn't true, and we have great confidence in our process and in our integrity.
And 1 minute response from Nikita Richards.
No, facts don't lie. Thank you.
I will issue a clarification, though, even that the 11% allegation that she is spending only 11% of her time doing work is inaccurate because it was a broad statement. You should have clarified by saying that 11% was based on the FOIA of the laptop and not the entire time spent at work.
Her county-owned laptop that she is able to take and use outside of the office. You're correct, yes, Charlie.
Okay. This is Sound Ideas. I'm Charlie Schlenker. Another question. The clerk's office is really all about these details, right? Who can vote, how many votes cast, all the processes that really matter in securing the vote, marriage records, and so on and on and on. Allegations like these leave you both open to the question, why should the public trust you to do the job when you miss details of proper conduct in separating your personal and professional lives and leave yourself open to allegations of misuse of state-owned property or city-owned property, as the case may be? And Nikita, you're first on this one.
Actually, Charlie, there's a distinct difference between what my opponent has done and what I am being accused of doing. My investigation interview just completed, and
It's still an allegation against her.
Yes, it is.
She is not.
I said accused. I did say accused.
No, you said you framed it as she has been proven.
Okay, thank you for the Okay, thank you for that. So there's a big difference between what my opponent is being accused of and what I am being accused of. I actually will be, those results will be made to public soon, and I'm looking forward to that. And I believe that the public has the right to know. We are vastly, vastly different, and I am looking forward to serving this county and providing or showing them just why they should vote for me and choose me as their next McLean County clerk.
Kathy Miles, 90 seconds.
Well, I think we actually agree on something, that we have to wait until we see these allegations to be proven or not proven. And I think everybody can also understand that this is all new territory. This is a strange new environment. You can look at it nationally and state what has now come to McLean County. And we are under much more scrutiny, and probably should be. And the whole thing of what's wrong with looking at Facebook, what's not wrong with looking at Facebook, when can you look at Facebook, can you go here, can you go there, maybe we should all just shut down Facebook. I don't know the answer to that, but I'm looking forward to finding out where the lines are. I certainly didn't mean to cross any, and I don't believe I did, but we do have to go through the process.
Anybody want a response or a rebuttal on the computer usage issue, or shall we move on?
I will say that I have not crossed any lines, and as was proven, or that will be proven, a big responsibility of mine is to purchase promotional items and place ads for my positions and trying to recruit for the position. So I'm looking forward to that coming out, and that's all I have to say.
Kathy, you have a shot if you want.
No, I ditto, I agree.
Both sides in this campaign have used, let's call it overheated rhetoric. Nikita Richards, you have accused your opponent of voter suppression of the college vote and of breaking the law and starting early voting late. Numerous other election jurisdictions also delayed the start of early voting because of the dispute over ballot eligibility in the Illinois Attorney General's race, and not preventing hours-long lines at college polling places is a very different thing than active voter suppression. Kathy Michael, you have accused your opponent of having a radical socialist agenda. That's a bit over the top as a description of a Democratic candidate. Please, both of you, respond to the notion that such exaggerations hurt public confidence that you will be impartial and nonpartisan in the exercise of the duties of the office once elected. Kathy, you first.
Well, you're talking about a candidate versus the county clerk. And yes, it has been getting heated. But I think it's very important for voters to look at who the candidates are and what their background is. And I can't imagine if anybody gets offended at being called a radical socialist. I don't know that that's necessarily an insult. That's something for voters to look at and decide if that's the way they would like to go. We have Daniel Biff's supporters here in the audience that supported, that I think my opponent supported. His main running mate was the head leader of the Socialist Party. Nothing to be ashamed of there. But voters should see who they're voting for and what their beliefs are, taking the candidate away from the actual elected official.
Nikita Richards.
So the name calling has been interesting, and I have always chosen to go the high road. I will remain to choose the high road. And but in regards to me making the statements about my opponent delaying early voting, that is true. I will not make any apologies for telling the truth. The state law is very clear, very, very clear, and it is 10 ILCS 5/19A that states very clearly that the period for early voting by personal appearance begins 40th day preceding a general primary, consolidated primary, or general election, and extends through the end of the day before election day. My opponent delayed early voting during the March primary of 2018. It was supposed to begin on February 8th, did not begin until February 20th. Now, however, I understand there's other counties that have delayed it. This is my point. There are laws. My job as clerk is to uphold them, not to maneuver them to fit my needs. Thank you.
1 minute response.
My opponent is grossly wrong in her assessment. I have a copy of the statute right here. I have the email from the state's attorney giving us permission to do that. It was a very unusual situation where several counties had to make decisions at the last minute with a candidate that was on the ballot, he was off the ballot, he was on the ballot. And so some of us chose to not disenfranchise voters by possibly putting someone on the ballot that was going to be kicked off the ballot or vice versa. So advice of our state's attorney, we decided, along with the Bloomington Election Commission and several other counties, including Cook County, to go the route that we did and delay it for a few days. My opponent said we broke the law. That is a lie.
I believe we're up for 1-minute responses if they're desired. Nikita Richards.
Again, I stated the statute, so there's no dispute of that. But let me just say, I surveyed 11 surrounding counties. Vermilion County started on time. Rock Island County started early voting on time. Woodford County started early voting on time. Piatt started early voting on time. Tazewell County started early voting on time. Champaign County started early voting on time. DeWitt County started early voting on time. Logan started early voting on time. Livingston County started early voting on time. Thank you, Charlie.
Kathy Michael.
So are you saying Bloomington Election Commission broke the law?
I'm talking about the county clerk's office.
And that was the question to you, ma'am. And I didn't bring my list of counties who did. It would probably exceed that one. They aren't quite as close. But, my opponent said it broke the law. That's a lie, and it's defamation.
Including Cook County, delayed its start while there was doubt about whether the Attorney General, one Attorney General candidate would be included on the ballot. This is Sound Ideas on 89.1 and